Welcome to the Be the Messenger, the Your Message Matter podcast show. Our guest today graduated with a medical technology and microbiology degree to stay out of the hospital without becoming a doctor. She deeply believes natural is better than surgery or prescription drug. Not only has she read and understand what naturopath write, she has also condensed this into an easy to follow courses. So let's give a warm welcome to Kristi Tornabene. Welcome, Kristi.
Thank you, Vivian. That was awesome.
Yeah, so you study a lot of naturopathic medicine. What is your personal story behind this journey and what to motivate you to turn your understanding into this condensed, easy to follow courses?
I had problems going through menopause. Things changed dramatically. I couldn't digest anything, and then I encountered pain. The pain was a little familiar. My grandmother had it, and my father had it. And I go, well, if they have it, I'm not going to bode well. I have to figure it out to be able to walk past the age of 70, and I'm 67.
Wow. So what would you say is your mission behind your practice and your business why?
My mission is to help people understand what their body needs as they age, especially if they have complicated their genes, dirtied their genes, or they run inefficiently. This is what causes people not to be able to walk.
Wow, that is so important to know because I would never thought about that. Uh, can you explain a little bit what is naturopathic medicine and what is the spectrum of naturopathic medicine for those who never heard about that?
Well, naturopathic medicine is trying to help people feel well, and I like to help people feel well at any age, because as we get older, it becomes a little more complicated. And the thing is, some older people think, well, I'm old and I don't need to eat what people say I need to eat. But if you want to feel well, you need to eat your leafy green vegetables like everybody tells you to. It's really important.
Oh, that is a good reminder. So what kind of naturopathic therapy are you practicing right now?
Well, I just help people find their best foods because there's nutrients that we all need. But where we find them in food will help our digestion and help us feel well and not gain the excess weight that we don't need to gain.
And I know you mentioned in a bit in the conversation we had before. Can you kind of talk about what is a blood type diet to people so that we understand what it is?
The blood type diet, my 80-year-old friend did not believe it worked. She had read it and said it didn't work. But when she worked through the process that I have, she found out that it does work, and she lost 90 pounds at 80 years old.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And what is the genotype type of diet?
The genotype diet specifically delineates which foods are good for you so that you won't have inflammation, so that you won't have pain, so that you digest well. And these are foods that'll make you feel better instead of worse.
So does that differ from each body type and the ages as well?
Well, the genotype is based specifically on your upper torso length to your leg length, and your upper leg length to your lower leg length, the shape of your head, or the measurement from your hairline to the back of your head and from ear to ear, your waist measurement, and your fingerprints. And that determines one of the 6 genotypes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And what would you say is the zone diet?
The zone diet. The zone diet was started a long time ago by a guy that says you need a protein and a vegetable and a little bit of fat together. Well, I found another test that told me that my husband is a balanced eater, which means he needs 20% protein, 55% low glycemic carbs, and 25% fat. I can have, as a low carb, 30% fat. I need only 40% low glycemic high fiber vegetables, and I can have 30% protein. I need more protein.
Wow, so it's really like accustomed to the type of person you're dealing with. It's custom-made solution that you're giving people.
Exactly.
Can you tell us more about the course that you created to condense the study of naturopathic medicine?
The course I created starts out with the 12 keys that I personally developed to help people get started on this eating plan, because people don't know where to start. And I tell them, of course, that they need their right proteins, they need their green leafy vegetables, they need fish at least 4 times a week, because we all need our omega-3s, and if we don't eat fish, we need to supplement. So it just goes through what to eliminate, not to feel hungry. That helped me because I had to eliminate all my triggers for hunger, like sugar.
So in another word, how do I know whether I need blood type diet, genotype diet, or zone diet? How would I know that?
Well, you can start with the blood type diet. Lots of my B blood type friends do really well. Just reading the book, the Eat Right for Your Type book. Sometimes the A's have the most problem because they want to eat like everybody else and they can't. And sometimes the O's have problems. So it's mostly the A's and the O's that really struggle with fine-tuning their foods.
I see. I'm kind of interested because I'm an O.
Okay.
Yeah. So can you tell us what kind of tools or material is required in order to practice this kind of naturopathic therapy or diet that you're teaching in the course?
Well, the tools are the 3 tests. And so I start out with the pathway fit, which tells you your zone and which nutrients you need to supplement the most to feel your best. And then the next one I recommend is the serotyping with additional modifying inventories, which tells you your exact foods to eat and tells you which genotype you are. And then the third one is when you get older, because if you don't eat your leafy green vegetables, then you mess up your biochemical cycles, and it will tell you where you're lacking.
Wow, that's an amazing test to take.
Yeah.
And if you were to give 3 tips to our audience today about this kind of diet exploration, what would you give them? 3 tips.
3 keys: cut out wheat, don't eat chicken, and eat your leafy green vegetables.
Why don't eat chicken? I'm just really curious about that. A lot of people are saying chicken is actually better than pork and beef.
Chicken is better than pork for sure, because you're not supposed to eat pork either. But chicken is one of those things that we think it's a diet food, and it can cause inflammation, especially for the blood type Bs, and especially for the blood type Os who are not hunters.
What is a hunter?
A hunter is one of the genotypes.
Wow. Can you list the 6 type of genomes so that we can get a taste what it is?
Okay, I'll try. It's hunter, warrior, nomad, explorer, gatherer. There's one more. I can't think of it right now.
That's all right. So just wonder if people want to learn more about genotype of anything like that, how then people reach you to learn more about this? Because this is interesting.
They can schedule an appointment at talkwithkristi.com, and we can talk about this further and see what they actually need.
That's fantastic. It's been amazing have you to be on board here. So is there any last word you want to say to our audience before we say bye to our audience?
Well, as I told you about my 80-year-old friend, it's something that you can do at any age. So it's something you can do.
Well, thank you for your nice advice, and you provide so much in such a short time. So guys and girls, if you are enjoying this episode, stay tuned for more episodes sending your way. Bye for now.